Hey guys, this is Starcraft and I'm back to cast another 2v2 game for you. This one is going to be on Scorched Haven, and it will be between Lone, the red Terran, and NeVeRBeeN, the blue Zerg, and their opponents will be Levels, the teal Protoss, and ProTech, the purple Terran. This is actually a pretty old replay, although it was recently sent to me, so I'm expecting some pretty cool stuff in this game. And looks like Levels is going to be, no, he is just going to be throwing his pylon down up here. Sorry, I'm already tripping balls. I was like, what is this scout doing this early? But that's actually like normal timing. I'm just completely out of it. This is an early scout as hell for the Terran player, so I wonder if one of them was playing random, or if the right team is just wondering that maybe there was some random play on this game. But either way, Lone, this is a name that looks really familiar to me. I have a feeling this player may have changed it to something else. But I do believe this is extremely high level of play. At this point, I don't think there was a Master League, because this is version 1.1.3. I don't think there was a Master League at this point, but you guys know it's all about the super intense, awesome micro. That's what makes the games pretty exciting. Well, I shouldn't say it's all about, and that's all that makes it exciting, as the strategies are obviously really add to the excitement. But I'm more than happy to cast an older replay if it's awesome. And NeVeRBeeN is going to be going for a fast hatch, and Levels sees exactly what is going on there. He knows that there's no spawning pool. As actually looks like, apparently he says possible roaches again. Perhaps this game was a rematch between these two teams. That would be interesting. And apparently every game now is on Scorched Haven. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Maybe it's just my luck that I keep ending up casting games on Scorched Haven. Like, I guess last time it was 3 games on Monolith Ridge in a row. So, whoa, hey now. Look at ProTech getting the bunker down in between both bases, playing a defensive style. Now we're talking crazy. Actually, how long has it been since I've seen ProTech play a game where neither him nor his teammate was on Zerg? That is not something you see very often, as ProTech is actually going with a little bit of Q*bert's opening style. No, he's going to be going with 2 bunkers to defend at the beginning and against a fast hatchery. I mean, I am totally shocked. This is obviously, you can tell this is older style play for ProTech, because he would never do this nowadays, I don't think, against at least a fast hatch. I mean, I don't know. I'm not claiming to be an expert on this game, as I frequently get my ass whooped, and I'm not ever going to just sit here and be like, oh, these guys should have done this, should have done that, because oh, look at that SCV getting toasted. Apparently that's going to be my word for this set of casts, is toasted. That SCV just got toasted. As we're still getting underway here, I'm going to start bugging you guys. Actually, this makes more sense now. ProTech is going defensive style because they are going to play a macro style game. ProTech is getting 2 additional barracks. Levels looks like he really wants to throw down a Nexus. He did just break 400 minerals, so there goes the Nexus. He's still on 1 gateway, actually chrono boosting a sentry out of his gateway. So apparently Levels is really worried about some sort of Zergling run by or something like that, or possibly Hellions getting inside his base. I'm really surprised he's chrono boosting his gateway there instead of this warp gate tech. I guess it doesn't really matter. He knows it won't matter because of his build with this fast expansion here, that this research is not going to be done by the time he gets the rest of his gateways out. But that is just speculation there, as I wonder, he's sitting there saying Baneling's Nest, and so how did Levels just scout that? Did his probe just die in here like sacrificial scout? That must have been it. I did not see that. And for any of you guys who are going to claim, oh, Levels is a hacker or something, maybe I'll have to go back and check it. So about the 6-minute mark, if I remember, I will go back and check if there was a probe that died over there and saw the Baneling's Nest. So they're going to know there's a possibility of Banelings, and Banelings busting through the front here. So ProTech is going to need to get out some Marauders if he's going to stay with Bio. But right now he is going for Mass Breen. He's got these double reactors, and he's got a couple of tech labs. So he's got his upgrades queued up. Now he's getting the Marauders slow, and he is switching to Marauders right there, knowing that Banelings are a threat. He definitely needs some Marauders. And levels actually with 3 sentries here, so some force fields could come into play huge here if he can set up a wall of force fields to prevent the Banelings from blowing up on the bunkers or inside the Marines. He could really really counter this attack nicely. But the fact there's a lot of Zerglings here from NeVeRBeeN, so that is going to be a challenge, as it looks like we are going to see a press here from Lone and NeVeRBeeN, and the Banelings are coming right up the gut, and we do see some force fields in front of the bunker going down, but both bunkers are going to go down, and another force field there forcing these Banelings into a choke point. They did blow up on a bunch of the Zealots, so some damage was done there, but it looks like Levels and ProTech are going to be able to hold this off. A couple of these units getting a bit ahead of themselves, as you can see the evolution of play a little bit. I think that that today's Levels and ProTech would have done a bit better in that engagement, though they did do a nice job holding that off to begin with. It looks like actually, okay, there was a reason why Levels stopped microing for a second. It's because his computer like totally crapped out. Apparently they had a lag fest there and had to pause and get going, but it looks like NeVeRBeeN and Lone are ready to continue the pressure. 3 more Banelings have been morphed in, but I don't think this is going to be enough, as Levels is warping in 3 more Stalkers and a Zealot, and ProTech is bringing more Marauders down the ramp. It's going to be pretty close, though, as Lone has stimmed up these Marauders and Marines and is pressing forward. They're so low on hit points, though. Levels is forced to bring probes off the line. The Zerglings from NeVeRBeeN are coming in here, going to surround one of these Stalkers, and it looks like the last Stalker may survive. Zerglings are trying to chase it down, but Levels warping in 4 more Zealots. The pressure is on, ladies and gentlemen. Can ProTech and Levels survive this attack? I really don't know. They're in a lot of trouble. ProTech is trying desperately to micro these Marines and Marauders backwards to kill as many Zerglings as he can without losing that many units, and Lone actually doing a nice job here keeping these units alive and these just kiting Zealots around. But oh no, Levels was warping in 4 more Zealots, and they weren't able to get in before the pylon got sniped down. And you do not lose those resources from those units, but he was not able to complete the warp in, so he had to warp those way back up in the main. You know, I think he could have warped down here if he wanted, though Lone may have been ready to snipe that pylon as well. Levels setting up a Zealot choke on his ramp. ProTech now has a pretty nice group of Marines and Marauders down here, and man, this is really close right now. Now with the Marine and Marauder support behind these Zealots, it looks like finally they're going to be able to clean up this attack, but the damage has been done, man. Levels expansion got leveled. Yeah, that's right. You heard it. That could be the worst pun that I've done yet. I don't know. There's probably a bunch worse than that, actually. As you do notice, 2 Reapers coming out for Lone, so it looks like Lone is going to try and do a sort of 2-pronged attack here. And the next time that they choose to engage, you may see some Reapers running along the minimap and jumping into Levels base. This Sacrificial Marauder is going to scout what is the haps up here at the front, and the pressure is on. But look, ProTech giving the G-call. It looks like he wants to break this before it is too late, and the Banelings have not finished morphing in. The force fields are going down, and they're going to trap these Banelings, forcing them to run around the outside. Look at the force fields from Levels. The Banelings all get picked off, and now the Zealots squeaking between those force fields are going to be pushing forward. Lone has to fall back, though these sentries are all really, really low on energy now. He may only have enough energy for 1 force field out of all of these. If I'm scanning across and checking right, that is right. He will soon have enough for 2 force fields. And they are going to fall back. A pretty nice job killing that whole army that was just gathering at the front. Where do those Reapers go? I wonder. I want to make sure. Are they still alive? There's 1 Reaper alive. So did I miss a Reaper attack? And even though I knew it was happening, did I completely miss it? I'm sorry, you guys. I think I may actually no, because if the Reapers ran across the top here, this area would be lit up. Apparently nobody has decided to scout up there at all. Unless the Reapers ran down here. Okay, I'm kind of starting to ramble about the Reapers. And the little bit of trash talking about the lag, apparently. And, hey, you know, if somebody's lagging, you're pretty much justified to whine about it, because nothing is more lame than lagging in StarCraft 2. It's like, what are you guys doing, really? It's going to happen occasionally, but look, if you're lagging, just pause the game, fix whatever it is, and come back. And if you can't fix it, you have some kind of problem. You should not be lagging video games out online all the time. I mean, I know it happens once in a while and it's not your fault, like the ISP craps out or something, and you completely disconnect. But like, really though, I mean, anyway, there's no real point for me to be ranting about lagging because nobody ever wants to be lagging. I hear Reapers jumping. I heard a Reaper jumping somewhere, and there's a probe cruising along here. I swear to God, I heard a Reaper jumping. You guys, I guess it's just sitting in here, so never mind. I'm totally tripping on these Reapers. I don't want to miss anything, and they're actually not doing anything. So while we're chilling here, it gives me another second to say something else completely random. As the expansions are down, Planetary Fortress is up there, by the way. When you guys are sending me replays or sending me just messages or anything on like sending me emails and whatnot, if you guys don't mind, could you please sign your emails with your Battle.net name? And I don't want to like offend anybody. Not that anyone would be offended, but it's hard to remember everybody's name, and for some reason Gmail wants to like it wants to give everyone's real name, and I tried to like name people by their Starcraft names so I could remember who's who, but it won't even do it. I put in the contacts like, okay, so and so is this player, and then when I get emails from them, it still doesn't even show me the name. So if you guys don't mind, sign your messages with your Battle.net name. It really helps me keep track of who I'm talking to and whatnot. So sorry for that random digression there, as it looks like ProTech and Levels are ready to press forward. He's just now getting his robotics facility, by the way, so the tech level is extremely low, but look at the sentries, dude. Levels has so many sentries, and he's got so much energy now regenerated on these sentries. There is going to be potential for millions of force fields, plus the Guardian Shield is going to be really powerful. And the stim's going off at the perfect time. Look at the force fields from Levels cutting this army straight down the middle like a knife, actually cutting off more like a quarter of the front of it, and that is even better. And he has so much energy banked, he's going to be able to split this army repeatedly. The Banelings aren't even going to be able to get in here. There's too many Marines and Marauders down here for ProTech, and those are going to get taken out. More force fields. Oh, man. Talk about force field death right now. Lone and NeVeRBeeN are completely getting obliterated, and NeVeRBeeN is going to leave the game. And this is one thing that's awesome. Look at these old school games. You can see when people leave. I still am totally tripping on how the new games you can't see that. It's really strange. As like a few games ago, one of the games with ProTech and Legend, apparently ProTech left like a while earlier, and I didn't even know, because it doesn't tell you. It does see this resources gathered thing, and you guys are like, Irie, are you totally stupid? You can't tell from that, but apparently I am just totally stupid. Anyway, this game was pretty exciting there, as I thought that Levels and ProTech were totally screwed. I mean, this base got taken out, and Levels was in a heap of trouble, even forced to use Zealous to try and wall his ramp off. That was intense there. Nice comeback from the left team, ProTech and Levels. By the way, Levels also known as Hack to Say. So thank you for sending me this replay, Levels. Much appreciated, very exciting, and that is going to do it for me. This is Irie Starcraft, and peace out.